Welcome to the call, everybody. This is the London session with Coach Chosen, and we are about to see if the market is dishing out some bread at this moment or if it's still a waiting game, right? Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, cool beans. So on here, I'm gonna clear this chart off. No, it is doing this slow stuff again. That's crazy. All right, perfect. So when I'm looking at the charts, there's a few things that I overstand. I like to start on a 4 hour time frame and then work down to the 15 or the 5 minute. Mainly the 15. I like to get in and out of the market, right? JG Wentworth mentality. It's my money. I need it now. And nothing wrong with waiting a little bit, right? But the thing is, we have to catch on to the time frames that we're looking at and shift the mindset because the time frame that we're basing our trade off of is going to help dictate how long the trade can potentially take. So for example, I'm on this 4 hour time frame. That means it can be increments of 4 hours for this trade to play out. If I go to the daily, same thing. If I go to the hourly, same thing. It's increments of. So we can't rush the process. We have to trust the process. And once I look at the 4 hour, I get the move that I'm looking for. I do like to also see where that previous daily swing high and that previous daily swing, not previous daily swing high, the previous daily high and the previous daily low. I like to see where they are at because there's money sitting at those areas. So I'm like, okay, cool. If I can create what I would like to call guidance on the chart, I'm able to see which direction that we're going a lot better, which would pretty much be giving us a advantage to where we can have a higher probability of winning the trade, right? So let's just do the easiest thing first. Get the previous daily high and previous daily low, right? This is the current candle. This one right here is the previous. Cool. So now we got the highest point from both, and I can still title it if I need to. Whatever's going to help me see and know that this represents that previous daily high, that previous daily low, right? So let's just go there with it. And then we just abbreviate it, previous daily high. Same thing here, previous daily low. And I'm going to change this color too. Boom. So I want on the daily time frame. Because now what this allows me to do, just from that alone, this is where price can make a decision from, right? It can also do a fake out. The money was sitting up top. This is a money spot. This is where decisions was made from. Now we can take it a step further. And rather than just focusing on, whoa, wrong one. Rather than focusing on this area here, this is a big range to trade within. I mean, look at here. When we broke above it, it took 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40 hours to go from here to up here. So it can potentially take another 40 hours to go from up here to down here. Potentially. But because we are in that mindset, we want to create income now. Remember, this is where decisions can be made from. So out the gate, I'm looking for a sell from here. So I'm looking at the market now that I have that. Is it trending up or trending down? Let's see. Up, down, up, down, right, up. Look, double top so far, right? So look, we got that up, down, up, down, up, down movement that looked like a uptrend. Cool. So on a 4 hour time frame, it's showing a uptrend. What do we also see? Break of structure and a retest. What else do we see here? Let's get all the guidance we need. Right here, we have a whole demand zone. Cool. So I'm gonna put this green. So now I know this is a place that I would potentially look for buys from. Cool. Got that mapped out. Now, since I see it trending to the upside, this was the swing high, swing low. Break of structure, swing high, swing low. Cool. Now we starting to get somewhere. This right here is going to be blue. Four-hour swing low. Then boom. 4 hour swing high. Money's coming from up here. Cool. I got enough data collected. Now to move that trade from being all the way here to here, which is an 86 pip move. Now we pretty much cut it in half. 45 pips within this area here. So everything, let me do it this way. In this area, we're not worried about. Everything in this area right now, we're not worried about. We're just inside of here for right now. So here, let's go down to the hour time frame. Now I can see a little bit more. I can see a little bit better. I see the aggressive push here, which was talking about this area that we're focused on. Boom. So let's focus on the most recent. Demand zone. Yeah, there we go. Boom. And now we see the supply zone. Now we're going to draw it like this here. I'm not going to draw the wick all the way down there. It's going to have the whole screen colorful. Boom. This is the place that we look to sell from. We came back up here, already grabbed the bread from here. We're starting to see that push down. Cool. We're starting to line up. Since we already know that we're coming from here, we got a double top, 15-minute time frame. What do we want to see? We got that upward trend, just so we can kind of get a picture of it. It was trending to the upside. Trend broke. Reversal. I'm sorry, not reversal. Pullback, right? Because if we look right here, we had this push up. This was structure. So now, what is a safe sell? Right below this break of structure. So what I'm looking at is, boom, break here, take it down. Give us a little bit of wiggle room. Let me see what the price is like. Let's see if the price is right. I'll go to the 4 hour real quick, just to confirm that. So we are below it. Oh, I'm on a 5 minute, yo. Tripping. So this sale I'm looking at, definitely valid. I need to actually type this in, throw it in the chat. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I am entering this trade right now as we speak, as I'm typing this out. So I'm entering for the sale. I'm going to give a safe entry for the team. So again, I'm selling right now. I'll be putting the TP and everything in here right now in just a second. Interest. And this is again a safe entry, but I am again entering right now. Wait, point of interest, the safe entry, I'm tripping. So we did 13. This is GJ, 20 pips. Go one, 215, 200. Nah, that's Go here, go to 5.2, yeah, go 3, 214. Yeah, there we go. So now they got time to enter the trade. Again, we already entered the trade, but this is just that safe entry for the squad because I'm actually calling the trade now for the entire community as well. So give me 1 second. I'm just about to post the trade inside the community. There we go. Boom. So everybody who entered should be in profit. Hey now. So what we did, just so you can understand what I was marking up and so forth and why I was, doing this, that, and the third. So again, we had marked up the previous daily high and the previous daily low, and that became the range that we were going to be trading within, right? From there, we went down to the 4-hour time frame. On this 4-hour time frame, we got that swing high up here, and then we got the swing low right here because we got that uptrend that it was creating right here. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Then it created a double top up here. So I marked up the 4-hour swing high, marked up the 4-hour swing low. Then we was like, all right, bet. We see this break of structure right here, right? Because price went up to here, pulled down, and then pulled up like a pamper, and it broke this area. Came back to retest, and then took off like a rocket. So from there, we're like, all right, bet, cool. Let's go down to the hour time frame, something closer to right now, because we in our JG Wentworth mentality. We want our money now. So we go here, boom, we got this aggressive candle to the downside, right? Boom, that's supply. So we got the supply marked up. Boom, we got this aggressive push to the upside. Boom, got the demand marked up. This is that breaker structure. We see this was going up. Now it broke structure to the downside. The overall movie is down here. This is the full move. But we know we gonna continue to push down if it breaks structure. So from this hour time frame, now we okay, cool. Now we got another range. I mean, we can take it another step further and just add text to this 4 hour swing low. This is also a 1 hour swing low. But since it's already represented and I know what it is because the both are the same, I may just let that sit there. The last piece that we went to was going to the 15 minute. Oh, and before it was the 15 minute, the reason why I didn't draw this box all the way down to the end of the candle is because it just would have been a whole candle, like I'm saying, a whole chart full of red, and we already know that this is that supply zone. So now 15 minute, we got confirmation again. Look, aggressive candle, that's that supply. Boom, supply here, came up. We got this break of structure here. You see price breaking down. And when I seen the structure here, I said, if we break, we go ahead and just take the trade. So it was at 215.60. I'm like, yo, okay, I'm entering the trade now, but I want to give the community a, a safer entry. That way I can have time to not only post it, but they got time to go ahead and plug the trade in. And this is a nice little trade elation. And you're looking at how the market is moving. Sometimes we try to look at too much of the bigger picture versus the moves that's actually happening on here. So what I mean by that is these little inside pushes matter, right? This is a swing high, swing low. This is a break of structure because price broke above it. And then what did it do? Come back to it. Let, let me see if I sound the same. Price came up to here, pulled down from it, broke through it. Then what did it do? Came back to it. Came up to here, pulled down. I just want us to be able to see it because, we grew up sometimes and people told us, I'll believe it when I see it, right? Now, when you see it, you'll believe it. Then you'll be able to take that trade with confidence at that. And what it priced to after it broke, broke through it, came back to it. The area that is right now, boom, another actual place that structure was. Once a resistance, now a support. So what will we expect? Not just a straight shot down. No, because there are breaks of structure here. There's going to be like steps, right? And so on. See what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, I see a buy. Oh, I see a sell. It's about to just go straight there. When the last time you traveled and instantly got to your destination? It takes time. Just adapting to the doctor mentality when you're in trading. Doctors don't get paid unless people are in the hospital. And then when people are in the hospital, they call them patients. They don't call them by their name. So if doctors don't have patients, they can't create income. Now let's utilize that in trading. If we're not patient in the market, we can't create doctor income from a skill that nobody can take away from us. This skill can change your life. It's definitely possible. If it's happened for one other person in this world, it was proven that it can work. So that shows us right there that it can work. I know sometimes we get distracted. I know life be happening. And sometimes you gotta take that moment, like, you know what, I'm not gonna get on the charts. Don't try to force yourself into trades. Be patient. Wait for the things that you need to see happen before you just plug into the trade. And once you see what you need to see, plug it in. Your experience is gonna be your best teacher. You need to see what it feels like to be in a trade with real money, to see what you feel emotionally. Because trading is going to teach you so much about yourself, you're going to become a greater person by default. Because if you're greedy, it's going to show in your charts. You're going to be sitting here trying to revenge trade, trying to over leverage, trying to hold trades longer than needed to. Just because you've seen a YouTube video or a TikTok or a short or a reel or whatever it was of somebody withdrawing $10,000. Well, maybe their balance was a lot higher, which made it a lot easier. Or sometimes you do have swing traders who have been holding trades for years, months, weeks, whatever the situation is. It's okay to start with where you are. Use what you have to get to where you want to be. Even if you got to start small. Maybe somebody's on this call tonight and they're like, yo, I'm just afraid I don't have $300 to start with or whatever. Honestly, the broker is a minimum of $10 to deposit. And here's my thing, if we can't trade a $10 account, we're not able to trade $1,000 account. And here's why I say that. With a $10 account, you don't have much wiggle room. So you can't afford to go in the negative. You can't afford to be in drawdown. So that's also going to help you with your precision on the trades that you take. Because if you know that you can't go negative, let's just say 10 pips, you need to move that way you can have your stop loss like 5 pips in stop drawdown. And then find a take profit spot that makes sense. You don't have to go for the whole entire biscuit. You just need a little piece. You can go for 10 pips a trade and then change a lot size as you're trading. That's going to help you 10 times more. And when you plug your trade in, especially if you've been on a chart, marking it up, watching it for as long that you were on a chart for, hey, believe in yourself, right? See if the trade that you marked up is going to either go toward take profit or stop loss. But you'll never know if you're getting better if you keep exiting the trade too early. You'll never know if you really did what you did. You'll always have to look at, oh, well, yeah, it looks like I would have won that trade. Oh, I'm glad I got out early. Hit stop loss. But the whole purpose of you marking the chart up is for you to have your take profit and stop loss set and then forget. You see what I'm saying? That way you can go back to your life. You got other things to be doing than sitting here on a chart looking at it for hours upon hours. Look at price, y'all. We're looking at how price move. We're understanding what it can do. and taking our time and making sure the things that we need to see happens. And once it happens, boom, like an outlet, plug it in. Yeah, this is beautiful. And y'all see my little trend line joints lopsided a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, this looks very, very good. So yeah, that's the trade. That's exactly how I mark it up. Even when I'm trading for myself. And we'll see how it play out. Anybody have any questions before we hop off? I see a chat. I see a chat where will I be able to see it? Got you. You can go to my YouTube. So when you go to YouTube, you're gonna type it. I'm gonna put it in the chat. So you just type in at Coach Chosen, all one word in the search box, or you can just use that link and it'll take you to my page. And it will be posted in the AM. For the sure. Can you go? Yep. Yes, indeed. Sure can. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to the daily time frame first now, just because I want to get this previous daily high and previous daily low, right? Now, we got our previous daily high and previous daily low. We had those black, not the PhD. Hey, now, previous daily high, previous daily low. All right, so I just went ahead and knocked that out because that's an easy task. And then now I'm looking for a few things here. We know that price can do this, which we understand that this is an uptrend. Price can also just be on some what are you doing type time and just be ranging. And of course, it could be trending to the downside. So then we want to identify those places where break structure pull back to. And then if it breaks, then we can potentially look for a change of direction. Same thing with the downtrend. And then in the range, we gotta wait to see if it break top side, bottom side. And then of course it looks the same over here on the downtrend. There we go. That's gonna work. That was straight enough. So that's what we're looking for. Those type of movements. Where's the swing high, swing low? Based on this 4-hour time frame, price closed Friday here, opened up Sunday here. So this is that swing low because it's the lowest point that's starting this move to the upside. Cool. 4-hour swing low. And then, of course, this is as high as it went before it started pulling back for right now. So this is the 4-hour swing high. Oh, so now I got my range to trade within. What do we have here? Break of structure. Let me actually extend this because now I see what I want to see already. So here we got this break of structure. So since we broke structure here, we want price to pull back here to the zone. Like 1.3480. So let's just label it break of structure. We know we want price to come back to this zone. So we got, I mean, I'm gonna do it on the hour time frame. So I'm going to the hour. Okay, here we go. So now we have not only that swing high, the previous daily high, we have an aggressive sell candle here, which lets us know that supply is here. So we got that. Now we see that we got the 4-hour swing low here. This is where the push started from. Now I'm looking for not only that previous breaker. Oh, well, this is better. Let me start it here because this was where that breaker structure is at. Look to the left. We have an aggressive sell candle. Now this is going to be something more, I'm not going to say difficult, but we're looking for it to invert. So since we are looking for price to come here and sell, right? This is a supply zone, but look what happened. Price sold from here, got the move out the way. Now it broke above it. So now we're looking for price to come back to here. This right here, this little red candle, and this push to the upside is a demand zone. So supply turned demand. So this area is a major key level. This is where we want to see price mainly come to. Perfect. So we have this upward push at this aggressive joint here, and we got this equal lows all right here. It's like price has been struggling to get past this area. So from here, I'm like, okay, well, if price break below here, it can take off. What am I also seeing here? Why is it struggling here? Well, this is supply. We look to sell from here anyway. Cool. Got a downward push, pull back, downward push, pull back. Up, found something, right? 1 hour, swing high. This, of course, is the swing low. So now it makes more sense. We break below here, we're going straight here first. Well, not like here first, but pretty much. This is another demand zone. So we're gonna be wanting to see something like this. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Moving too fast, too furious. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it breaks. Pull back to retest. Then take off to here. Retest. 3-day low. Of course, pull back for the retest and then come back down into this zone and make a decision. And as we can see, this is actually a demand zone. So I can clean it up and just go here. So now I got my range. I see where I'm looking to trade at. I know I want price to break below here. Cool. So now I can go to my 15-minute. I really see what's going on. Got some supply here. Boom. It's already being represented by this one. So prices came back to this point, pulled down. So it's just ranging right now. So we definitely need a break either below this area here or above this area here. And now the picture unfolds a little bit more. We're at this demand zone here. So now it looks right. Boom. Just looking at how the market moving. So we wanted to come here, break, pull back, break through, pull back, break through to this demand zone until we get down to the zone. But of course, we don't have to worry about that super duper drop from there. We just want to trade within the range that price gives us. So we have a nice range to trade within. That's 205 pips. Excuse me. That whole move. So once I see that break, I'm like, oh, that's it. You know, it's another opportunity. And you know what? Let me see. Let me actually see what's going down on GU. Let me look at some confirmation real quick. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so We are definitely on call this too. Good call out, bro. So here, see how it's just ranging? Cool. If it break above here, that's a little small move. That's like 10 pips. I wouldn't even take that trade. If it does break above here, that's a small move to the top. So we're gonna focus on this break below here. And we're gonna do the same thing. This is GU. I'm gonna give it some room to breathe. There we go. 5. Up. It's like this, which is breaking below this demand zone. And this is a break of structure. So this is what the move look like. That's breaking this demand. Uh, a aggressive entry is right below 1.5, 1.3560. You see where structure is at right here? So if break structure here, this is a more aggressive entry. And I'm gonna go ahead and just throw that trade into the community real quick as well. There we go. And then since we want that trade, all this movement here, I'm not necessarily worried about. If we also look here, this little breaker structure. Hold on. These little internal moves be mattering. Now we see a more aggressive entry here because we got boom, supply right here. So if price respect this area, that confirms that this supply zone is valid. This is that structure that was just broken. It already broke and retested. If the buyer just closed below it, boom, more of an aggressive entry to the downside. And that's because we're actually looking at it live too. So definitely. And look what it's doing. 7 minutes left on this candle. Let's go down to the 5 minute real quick just to look at it closer to right now time frame. Look at that. Came into the supply zone. Now it's breaking down below it. This is that break we wanted. 2 minutes left on the candle. We see what time it is. As a matter of fact, look at this. It's on a downtrend. So for this to be invalid, it would have to break above here. So now, with this aggressive, now this is just an aggressive entry, which is the bottom here. This will be the entry like pretty much right now as we speak. And we put this a few pips above. Now, of course, we can really like extend that stop loss, but this is just a nice trade right here. But it's a minute and 19 seconds left on this candle that I want y'all to see. When the market is, when, with and when the market. When the market is showing you its hand, slow your mind down and pay attention to it so that way you can have the best probability of winning your trade. Because you want to catch the moves, the waves of the market. You want to see where the structure is being broken and retested. Because the market is designed to fake us out more than it is to give us what we want. That's why we let it reveal itself first. Because when it makes sense, we make dollars. Right? So that's how I would do GU. That's how I do GJ. And I look at the movie. The movie moving. Let me check the chat. Make sure I ain't forgetting that anything. AJ. Yep, yep, yep. Look at AJ. All right. So money be sitting at previous daily highs, previous daily low. So we see it tick out the previous daily high. Let me see here. All right, boom. Instantly go to that. Wait a minute. Let me see something here real quick. Since it's above that previous daily high, we gotta look. Boom, gotta push up here. This is what structure is that. Daily swing high. And then of course, the daily swing low. So we got this whole range. And then we also see break of structure. So since this is the most recent break of structure, we want price to pull back to here. But it may be headed to take out that previous daily swing high. This it's money sitting in. So boom, go ahead and hit that. Now we start looking at it. Oh, hold up. Market open here. Pull up. Pull back. Pull up. Pull back. Got one push, second push, third push. It's previous daily high, breaking above. Not only is that previous daily high, so break a structure. Where's the next place price can go? Up here. All right, we got demand right here. All right. Just like we did on the GU. This was supply, turn demand. This is a major key level, or area rather, which is also that break of structure here. We're getting a close above here. Now, this was the previous swing high right here. So let's identify that. Which money's sitting right here, and this could be a fake out. So right there we got that. And then right here is that swing low. Now we got a nice range to trade within. Cool. We got our demand zones marked up. We know that this is a area of interest, right? Previous supply. Now it's demand. And then we also have, let's just make sure we don't leave it out. Got that fair value gap right here. Oh, fair value gap. And then we go to Go down to the hour time frame. All right, so what do we have here? My chart trying to move slow motion better than no motion. All right, so not only do we got this previous daily high, the 4 hour swing high, money was taken out. All right, this is a break of structure. So price can come back to here, and if we break back below it, that's a good sign for, wait a minute, boom, good sign for a sell. So here is that 1 hour swing high. We just took all the orders that was above here. This right here helps us with what's going on. We got this demand right here with this old supply. So let me just update this to this time frame. So we just drag this up to cover that candle. Cover this candle here because of the supply, and this is the demand zone. But actually, this will be an entry right now for us, so to be honest. So looking at it so far, this is like creating supply. Let's go to the 15-minute real quick. Yeah. Like the entry for this is like right now, like 11350. Like actually, here's a break of structure. Safer. I mean, we kind of did just break this little structure here. We also created supply up here. Yeah, this is where we sell from here. I'm calling this a little late, but yeah, I see the sale popping. Boom. Gotta. You also see trend breaking. So I would be entering this trade like right now. I mean, here goes structure in real time too, even on this 15-minute time frame. This was a pullback, and then we get the clearer picture here for the break. So here's that storyboard here. Breaking below here. So yeah, 4 pips ago would have been entry. I'm still going to call the trade for the community and just put now. Da, 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 da. Looking for this. There we go. There we go. Almost didn't even post a pic. There we go. Oh, snap. I forgot to put right now. Market execution. Just oh, true. There we go. So that lets them know. Oh, market execution. That lets them know to do it now. Darn it. My parentheses ain't there. There we go. And that's how we're looking at that chart right there. Hey now, G3, 20, 0, G3, 112, 800, 112.800. Let's go
So I
three.
thought here, 112.
Yes, ma'am. So yeah, we got some money plays in tonight. Hey now. See what this market do what it do like Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? So now any questions before we hop off of here? Market moving good. Market looking lovely. All right, cool beans, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Let's win big. Let's make it happen.com on purpose. Hey now. And if y'all need me, just send me a message. And I got y'all. I see at the top. The bottom is way too crowded. Chosen. My pleasure, family.